Hi, everybody. This is Amy Sloan from Humility and Doxology, and I'm here with my daughter today in honor of National Poetry Month. This April is National Poetry Month, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit about poetry. So, we're a big poetry-loving family, and I thought I would interview one or two of my kids this month. So, first, tell us a little about yourself.
I am 10 in 6th grade and I like to read.
You love to read. Do you have a favorite book series? Swallows and Amazon by Arthur Rankin.
Yes. It's a 12-book series and Swallows and Amazon is the name of the series and the first book.
Yeah, that's a favorite around here. I think she has encouraged her Nana and many of her friends to read it. It's one of the first things she tells people to do when she meets them. She asks, have you read Swallows and Amazon? Okay, well, as I talked to you about, this is National Poetry Month. So I wanted to ask you first, do you like poetry?
Yes. Very much.
So, do you remember when you first started liking poetry?
No.
Can you remember like an early poem that you remember really liking?
The first time we ever did Taylor Swift, we ever memorized it a million times.
Jabberwocky? Oh, Nothing Gold Can Stay. By Robert Frost. Nothing Gold Can Stay. Oh wow, we memorized that one. That is probably the first poem we memorized a long time ago. Do you remember it now? Well, give it a shot.
Earth's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only for an hour. When leaf subsides to leaf, her giving turns to leaf. So down goes down today, nothing gold can say.
That's beautiful. I'll have to find a link and drop that in the description. Well, what do you think about poetry now? Is it something you ever read or think about for fun, or is it something you just mainly do for school?
There are a couple poems that I just know, and then
Shakespeare. Oh, tell me a little bit about Shakespeare. Would you consider him, well, I should ask, do you have a favorite poet or favorite poems? Or you brought up Shakespeare as your main man. Is your main poet?
Yeah.
Okay, what made you start liking Shakespeare?
Started making it memorize it.
I started making them memorize it. I think the first play we did was Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yeah.
Because it was I Know a Bank Where the Wild Time Blows. Yes. So I will drop a link to How to Teach Your Child Shakespeare. I've long loved Shakespeare. That was nothing new for me, but one of the great joys of parenting is getting to brainwash your children. So, what is your favorite Shakespeare play?
Merchant of Venice.
Merchant of Venice. Why is that your favorite?
Because when I think of Shakespeare, one of the passages in the Merchant of Venice is the first one that comes to mind. I have it part of my memory.
It's part of your heart at this point. Would you like to share it with us?
Sure. To bait fish withal, if it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. Yes, you have disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my heart, heated my memory. And what is the reason? I'm a Jew. That's not a Jew eye. That's not a Jew hands, organs, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same things, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is. If you possess, you cannot believe. If you me wrong, shall not revenge. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is this reference to? If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is this humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why, revenge. Villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go cause that I will execute.
Do you have any personal thoughts you want to share about that, or just about it, or why it's your favorite? It's really beautiful. And I think actually that's a really good point about enjoying poetry. Sometimes even adults think, well, I don't really understand the poem, and if I don't understand it, I can't really read it or enjoy it. And I certainly can't teach my children something like Shakespeare or John Donne or Homer, some of the poets we've memorized and read, unless I can explain it to them, and I don't know how to explain it to them, so we won't read it. But you just said, I'm not even really sure exactly what it means or why I like it, but you love it and it's sunk into your heart. And I think that that's something that's really maybe uniquely beautiful about poetry and the way it can speak to us, even if we aren't quite sure why yet. But it will grow with you too. As you grow older, it will grow with you, and you will come to understand that more and more, and perhaps more deeply once you know it so well. Thank you for sharing it with us. If you had any advice to other kids your age, about 10, maybe what would be your advice to somebody who isn't so sure about poetry and they think it's stupid?
Probably,
Is there a poem you think might convert them to liking poetry?
probably something from Julie Caesar or
Death Do Not Tell. That's another favorite one. And if you were making a suggestion for um, maybe a good book of poetry, like a collection of poems, are there any that you like that you have around, or that you've gotten familiar with?
I like Child's Garden of Verses.
Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson. Yes, I love My Shadow and Wings. There are lots of
Also, those other poetry books like The Light in the Attic.
Shel Silverstein.
Yes, that one. Those are really funny.
Those are really funny. I think we did the Me Who, or the Me Who and the Exactly What. Yeah, so we memorized that one. Very funny. Oh, good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts about poetry with us. And maybe we'll have you do another interview about swallows and Amazons so you can spread your influence farther. Well, let us know in the comments what are some of your favorite poems, and if you have any suggestions for our family. Talk to you later. Bye.